thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Maiava. He's going to take a shot right away. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bareth. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Carr. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a couple.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeps it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back has it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They'll try the run, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Graham. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And I love the location of that throw. Fourth down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Grabbed in the middle. It's Messer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short. Coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Graham. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
He's looking to pass. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Trojans are in the hurry up. They'll give it to him again. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Payne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Perez. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Trojans in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 25 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Connection to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quickly complete. There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the defense will corral the quarterback. And down he goes at midfield.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to a quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jewel Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. With jet sweep pass. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Finds his man. It's Black. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be caught.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the ground with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They're setting up the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. The sure hands, it's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the top. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fellow there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Pulls it in. It's Graham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
A designed run for the quarterback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Extending the play. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go for it on 4th and long, trying to keep the drive alive in OT. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the connection, and they get nothing here in the first possession of overtime.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on 4th down in overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Creates a little room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. He caught it. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen and eventually. You are...